Starting work on the moon bar, and this is for a company called Honest. Here we are, we have the basic drawings of the moon bar with all the measurements, and this is like a plan view of the green dotted line of how they wanted the moon bar to look in plan. Also working from the concept images on how they visualise the thing to be looking in the end. We get to work and we carve it in polystyrene and we block out the basic form just to see if the thing works. Ideally the client wanted these kind of stalactites which hang away from the bar, which would have given it a lot more three-dimensional, and I agree with them as well. But because we only had 150mm depth to play with, there was a certain amount of compromise. But we got on with the polystyrene work, and here we are now just making a plaster mould, which is called a waste mould in actual fact, because there's only one coming from the mould. In this process we're using a fine casting plaster and a scrim and some wood to give it some strength. Once the plaster's gone off, we then pick out the polystyrene and we treat the surface and then fibreglass inside the mould, and fingers crossed it all comes out of the mould perfectly. Here it is now out of the mould, and we're having to clean up the surface with little bits of the plaster left in there, which is expected from a waste mould. We're trying to put it together and check the measurements to make sure it fits their bar in London. Once we have all the sections and we know that it's the right height, depth and width, adding some colour to it, and we're trying to give it a more three-dimensional feel about it. So I'm adding a lot of black into the back, and then I'm dry brushing the front surface so it becomes very theatrical, and I'm trying to think of the end product when it's in its lights and seeing how it will look, and trying to really make sure that it looks like moon rock. Transported it to London, and this is their actual original bar, and it had a soft padded surface, and then we added our fiberglass to actually fit to their surface of the bar, and in front of the very top rim there was going to be a pelmet with some lights in, and here you see it now with the lights and the transformation in its full glory, and I think it does look like moon rock as in their original concept and image. So thank you very much indeed, Honest. Nice project to take on.